There is one mistake that I keep seeing facilitators and managers and just any people that organize brainstorming sessions, collaborative sessions make. And I made this mistake a long time ago myself, and it is not so obvious. And the seriousness of this mistake is definitely underrated, but it really makes your brainstorming sessions much less effective. I'm talking about not sharing any initial information on the topic with your participants before the session. Basically, people organizing brainstorming sessions within your company, they can send an invitation for the meeting, they can mention the topic, and that's it. The detailed information on the challenge you're going to discuss might be shared during the meeting or sometimes not even shared at all. But if you want to take as much as possible from a brainstorming session, as much as possible from the participants' minds, you must share initial information some days prior to the brainstorming session. Not always possible, I know, but if it is possible, it should be done. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and I've been working for years on organizing collaborative university competitions for world well-known companies to help them solve their extreme innovation challenges. Now I continue my journey with the goal of fostering innovation by helping different parties of the innovation process collaborate and co-create. On this channel, I explore collaboration projects for innovation management, share my experience in managing these projects and processes, and uncover strategies for making collaboration efforts more effective. So back to this mistake. You cannot walk into a room, hand someone a brief, and expect a dozen brilliant ideas to appear within the hour. That's not how it works. You will obviously get something, but most likely they won't be the best solutions possible, especially if the problem is quite complex and difficult to solve. There is a thing that is called the concept of diffuse thinking. It explains how the brain is working and solving the challenge you need to solve in the background while you're doing some mundane tasks like taking a walk or doing shopping or cleaning your apartment, etc., etc. You are not actively involved in problem solving, but because the problem is really important to you, your mind is constantly looking for solutions in what is around you or in some background knowledge that you have. The most creative ideas come to your mind in this state. You see, there are even different parts of the brain involved in analytical problem solving, the one you experience in the moment of actively thinking about the solution by carefully analyzing the problem, and during insightful problem solving, when you look for insights, these aha moments that come from diffuse thinking. But in order to get into this state of diffuse thinking, you need to be aware of the problem. You need to have at least some basic information about it. And the more deeply you engage with the information on the problem, the deeper this information is, the better the ideas you'll arrive with. It's better to engage with the problem deeper to come up with some truly valuable insights during the brainstorming session. And that's what you want from it, right? You don't need some general solutions you have most likely tried already. So that's what you need to do before the brainstorming session you organize. First of all, you need to prepare some proper background materials. And real useful information, some basic research on the topic, context about the specific situation or challenge, maybe some ideas that you have already explored and maybe they didn't work, but you still need to mention them, or maybe some initial directions that someone on your team has already been thinking about. Maybe your competitors have already tackled the problem you're going to discuss, or maybe some companies from other industries. The goal is to give participants enough to genuinely understand the problem, understand it from different angles. And then, and it is really important, you need to send this information at least 2 and ideally even more days before the session. The more complex the problem you are trying to solve, the more days you need to think about it. But of course, I'm not talking about extremes here, okay? Don't let people forget about the problem. So then when the participants of your brainstorming session have absorbed the challenge and then go about their day, when they're going for a walk, again, cooking dinner, doing something completely unrelated to solving the challenge, their brain keeps working in the background. It starts connecting all the different dots, pulling information from absolutely unexpected places, noticing things in everyday life that suddenly feel relevant to the problem. This is how creative insight actually happens. Not under pressure, because pressure doesn't help here at all, but quietly in the background, when the mind is free to wonder, to explore connections. So if you want to produce something really valuable during your brainstorming sessions, if you want the ideas and solutions to surprise you, give your participants time to think about the problem you are trying to solve. Share the information early, let them study it, sit with it, sleep on it. It's one of the simplest things that you can do as a facilitator. And I do believe that it makes an enormous difference. I hope this video was useful for you. I hope you'll have really productive brainstorming sessions and collaborative projects. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I wish you good luck and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye!